everyone, welcome back to our channel startuplanes.com. I'm Namrata and I'm taking interviews of the CEOs and founders of several innovative startups in India. In today's interview, I'll be talking to Mr. Saurabh Chatterjee, the founder and CEO of Vashishtha Research Pvt Ltd. Based out in Thiruvananthapuram, the startup aims to support and develop indigenous machine and instrument technologies to promote the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliant nation. Saurabh feels that research and development in the field of indigenous manufacturing and inspection technology is highly essential. You want to know more about this business? Let's get into the video.
Hello, sir. Thank you for joining today. I'm Namrata and I'll be taking your interview. So, before we start the interview, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, I am Saurabh Chatterjee. I'm the CEO of Vashishtha Research Pvt Ltd. We are a company located in Thiruvananthapuram and we work in the field of robotics and non-destructive testing. Basically, we develop machines and instruments that are high-tech instruments and robots that are used in the manufacturing industry.
All right. So, how did you come up with the idea of the startup, sir?
So, the idea that I had started my company with was that of the development of the indigenous technology in the field of robotics and non-destructive testing. You see, currently the manufacturing and inspection technology that we use in our companies, our industries, especially the high-tech ones such as aerospace, they're all imported. And this increases the cost and brings a lot of other limitations. And instead, if we develop these technologies in the country, it will not only be economical, but bring about the self-reliance or Atmanirbhar. So this is basically the idea of the startup.
So, when you started out, was there an existing market gap which you could identify and where your product could rightly fit in?
Yes, well, the market as such, it is dominated by the imported products. But we found a certain areas in which we could be competitive and in terms of an indigenously developed technology and products. And we found that we are able to integrate our virtual or digital model of the system with the actual physical hardware in a way that very few other companies have.
Right. So, when you were starting out, were there any difficulties or any particular challenges that you had faced?
The most difficult part in the early stages was to get the fellow travelers or the co-founders to buy into the vision of the company. So I started the company initially on my own, but then people joined up slowly who bought into this whole vision of the self-reliance and all that. And by the way, that was before the current push for Atmanirbharta and all. I say most people want a stable job and they're not interested in a hardware startup which is so deeply into tech and R&D. But fortunately, it also means that those who join are very dedicated and they work hard.
All right, sir. But if for a person like me who has limited knowledge about the domain you are working, how would you explain your business model to me in simple terms for me to understand?
Well, our business model is basically product and research driven. So currently, we do some pilot projects with our customers. If they want us to develop a certain type of machine or an instrument, which may be available at an imported price, but that would be like very expensive or not suitable. So they may ask us to develop such a thing. And then once we have developed it, we can scale it across the industry. So that's basically the essence of our business model. That is product development and research with collaboration with our customers. And in future, we will add some services also.
All right. So when you talk about services, one is research and development, you said. Other than that, are you providing any kind of particular products or services?
Yeah, they are in development. So we are developing an integrated NDT system using thermography and a 6-axis Cartesian robot, cable-driven parallel robot, and filament winding system, including software. We're also working on stockpile measurement estimation and conveyor volume estimation system. And however, these products are all in the development stage that require a certain amount of time to develop. And most, if not all of these technologies are being developed by us for the first time in India. So we are the first company in India to actually attempt to do all these kind of high-tech products.
Great, sir. And adding to that particular question, I would like to ask that whom are you actually targeting? Is it the business directly or is it consumer based?
No, we are a B2B and B2G kind of company only. So our target customers are large industrial corporates such as JK Lakshmi Cement, Lakshmi Machine Works, and also government organizations such as ISRO and DRDO, and also some educational institutes such as IIT Palakkad. So we have already delivered some products to them, and we are working in collaboration with some of the above mentioned to develop certain things for them. So that will be scaled across the industry once we are finished in our product development. And we are also targeting foreign customers.
All right, understood. So, when we talk about business, one of the important aspects is having vendors who facilitate your business. So, when choosing vendors, what are the parameters you judge them upon before taking them on board?
So the vendors, currently we have a few partners for manufacturing and component supplies. So we just basically look at the reliability, like are they delivering what they promised on time or not. So that would be the main judge of that. And yeah, we are not that reliant on the vendors.
Right, understood. Also, have you planned anything for the future, like any short term goals or long term goals, as a matter of fact?
Yeah, our short-term goals are to finish all our pilot product and pilot projects which we have taken up, and some of them we have grants. Sorry for interruption. So our long-term plan is to bring about a revolution in the field of machine and inspection technology, and thus providing the real indigenization in our manufacturing and high-tech industry.
And long terms?
Yeah, our long-term plan is to essentially dominate in the areas that we are working on. So the robotics and non-destructive testing, for instance, and measurement system. So we want to sort of replace the foreign imported products with our own indigenous products. That's the really the long-term goal. And also it can be exported to other countries.
Right. So, when talking about startups and expansion, we all will agree to a fact that having a stable source of funds plays a very crucial role. So, if you could walk me through the funding scenario of your company, like have you previously taken any funds or are you planning to in the future?
So currently we are completely self-funded, and also we have received various grants and prize money from government organizations such as the DRDO Dare to Dream contest and Atmanirbhar India Challenge. So we have got funding from these, also from state government, Kerala Startup Mission. So these are the sources of funding for the moment, like our own initial funding and plus some grants. However, yes, we are trying to raise external funding from investors as well. So we have given some pitch sessions and we are applying for some more.
Okay, great. Other than all these technical talkings we are doing, one other aspect of having a business is having a team around, employing a team. So, if somebody wants to really work with you and join your team, but before joining or moving forward with the application, that person asks that what are the added benefits, what are the work culture I am going to get in your organization, other than the monetary benefits, of course.
Yes, so basically we provide a very unique opportunity. We give a really a great opportunity to work in the really high tech, high end technology at a very deep level, which is very rare for Indian companies. And we develop such products that are made by only a small handful of companies in the world. Thus, we contribute to national security and national prestige. And additionally, we provide a great learning experience and we have an exciting working environment.
All right. Lastly, before ending this interview, I'd like to know what are your thoughts on startup planes?
So I find startup lanes as a great source of inspiration and guidance to entrepreneurs. There's great material there, and also I appreciate the AMA sessions.
All right. Well, thank you for your kind words. It was really informative and enriching interview. Thank you for taking out time and speaking on our platform.
Thank you very much.